Good morning, my friends. Today I'm in Bab El Oued, in the central part of Bab El Oued. Alright, so this is the city hall, and this is the mosque in the central part of Bab El Oued. The fruit and vegetable market is on the left, and we are going to drive to Birkhadem, which is one of the oldest suburbs of Algiers. So Bab El Oued is in the northwestern part of Algiers, and it's one of the oldest neighborhoods of this city, and it's named. I mean, the name Bab El Oued literally means river gate. It's named after the river. Okay, first, the gate refers to one of the gates of the Kasbah, of the old city of Algiers. The Kasbah is the old city of Algiers, by the way. This is where Algiers was founded. And it had many gates. It was surrounded by a wall, and it had many gates. And one of which was the gate, its western gate, which was named Bab El Oued, or River Gate. So let's take this road. It's gonna be a kind of an adventure, in fact. We are going to drive to Birkhadem, and Birkhadem, the name Birkhadem literally means the slaves or the servants well. The servants well. And it's not very far from Birkhadem. Okay, so this is an interesting road, in fact, and I guess that it will lead us to Triolet. It will eventually lead us to Triolet, one of the main roundabouts of Bab El Oued. Great. I can see Al Bazeta over there. It's a road here in Bab El Oued that links Triolet to the coastal part of this neighborhood. Yes, now I recognize the place. I haven't been here for a very long time. I think that the last time I visited this street was something like 10 years ago, and when I was a kid, I used to come here a lot because I had family here. But now, since everyone has moved, half of our families have moved elsewhere, and the other half immigrated abroad, we no longer have anyone to visit in this area. All right, so this is the Triolet roundabout. Bouzaria is on the right, and we are entering the territory of the Oued municipality. I guess that we have already left the territory of the Bab El Oued municipality, and Oued is closer to Tagarin and Algiers. And this is the Frévalent motorway that links Bab El Oued to Chevalet. And Chevalet is one of the most important crossroads here in Algiers, in the upper parts of Algiers, linking the neighborhoods of Algiers to the neighborhood of Algiers to Bouzaria and Benaknour. So it's the crossroads where those three neighborhoods meet. So Bouzaria is on the right, and Oued and Algiers are on the left. If you want to go to Tagarin, you take the left here, but be careful. You will be driving across the other carriageway, the carriageway on the opposite side of this motorway. And guys, this is a riverbed. This is the river after which Bab El Oued was named. And in 2001, in November 2001, there were deadly floods here that killed at least 700 people. There were huge floods that destroyed thousands of homes, leaving at least 30,000 people homeless. And they undertook many major works in order to prevent floods, like catastrophic floods, like the ones that took place in 2001. They said that they installed ducts, huge ducts, in order to drive rainwater away from this area here. And we hope that this never happens again. What happened in 2001 never happens again. I myself know at least 4 people who died in those floods. And a couple other people who almost died. So now if you want to go to Algiers and Bouzria, you take the right road here. And this road will lead you to Bouzria via Birkhadem, a neighborhood known as Birkhadem. This is the canal bridge that leads to Algiers. This section of the motorway links Bab El Oued in the lower parts of Algiers to Chevalier in the upper parts of Algiers. Oh, this is Birkhadem. If you want to visit the neighborhood of Birkhadem, you take the right, and it will eventually lead you to Bouzria. I think that Birkhadem itself is part of the administrative territory of Bouzria. Now we are approaching the end of this motorway. We're approaching Chevalier. One needs to be careful around here. When the road is wet, it's slippery as well. Okay, let's go. And today, I'm going to show you how to. Yes, I'm going to show you the Chevalier roundabout here before we continue our trip. Be careful around here because there are people crossing the road. It's a very busy crossroads. You can see the Armaf apartment complex. Okay, go ahead. You have the right of way. All right, so this is Chevalier with its roundabout. If you want to go back to Bab El Oued, you take the road on the right. If you want to, so that road over there leads to Bouzria, and this road leads to Chiraga. And now let's continue. And now we are approaching the entrance to the we have scraped the road here. We're approaching the entrance to La Coupole and the July 5th Stadium, Stade 5 Juillet. It's a little bit windy today. It's cloudy and windy, although we are in July. And I'm planning to go to the beach tomorrow for the first time this year. All right, so that's the stadium. You can see the dome of La Coupole. It's in fact a concert hall. La Coupole is a concert hall, and the convention center as well. And the stadium is over there. It's on the right. They have repaved this road here, this section of the road. That's cool. The road surface is smoother. And there is a huge parking lot here at the stadium. Okay. This part of the road is scraped in order to be repaved. Oh, the camera is losing its focus. Let's no. I hope that it's okay. To go to Ain Allah, you take the right. Ain Allah and Ibrahim, of course. I hope the image is good. It only took us 11 minutes in order to come here. It would have taken us something like something between 20 minutes and half an hour in order to drive from the central part of Bab El Oued to this part of the city. On a weekday, of course. But because it's a Friday morning, traffic is fluid. Just look at those, that grass on the left. It's beautiful. They have made this place very beautiful. And I remember an Indian colleague who visited Algeria in 2008, 2009. He was impressed by how beautiful Algiers is. So impressed that he would take pictures all the time. India is beautiful too. India is a continent on its own. I think they nickname it the subcontinent, but in fact it's a continent on its own. Culturally speaking. It's one of the countries that I dream about visiting. India. Such a magic land. Okay, so let's go, and we have just joined the Birkhadem highway, by the way. The Birkhadem motorway, or also known as the Southern Bypass Motorway, or La Rocade Sud. Yes, La Rocade Sud. And it's the Frévalon motorway that makes it easy for the residents of Bab El Oued to join this motorway here. And it's a very essential motorway because it would allow you to go from one area of the city to another one without having to drive through all the neighborhoods in the central part of Algiers. This motorway here is known as the bypass motorway, because it allows you to bypass or to drive around or to avoid many of the neighborhoods of central Algiers. So when you want to drive from suburb to suburb, or from neighborhood to neighborhood, this bypass road here is very practical. I need to drive in this lane because the entrance to the road that would lead us to Birkhadem isn't very far, I think. So I've got to be on the safe side in order not to miss that entrance. So this is the entrance to Hydra via Birkhadem. It's on the right. Hydra is of course on the left. But I think that we are in within its administrative territory. And I guess that the next entrance is going to be the one that would lead us to Birkhadem. Said Hamdi Tiqsline. Yes, so we are going to go to Birkhadem via Tiqsline. Because it's a Friday morning and there is no traffic. So yeah, Said Hamdi Tiqsline. We shouldn't drive inside that yellow, okay, the sign over there, Birkhadem. Okay, so Birkhadem. And this is, by the way, the area where, okay, Birkhadem on the left, Algiers on the right. Great. Alright, so let's wait. There is no coming traffic. Alright, there is a stop sign, a stop line in fact. Alright, so Birkhadem on the left. And this is the entrance to the Birkhadem amusement park. It's on the right, guys, it's on the right. And today is Friday, so many families will be visiting it. Yeah, it's on the right, guys. Although there is no sign to indicate that there is an amusement park there. I find this so ridiculous, guys, frankly speaking. It's Algiers' oldest and most important amusement park, and yet, no, it's not. It's not Algiers' oldest, because the oldest amusement park that I can remember is the one in the fair, in the Algiers fair. So, okay. But well, it's one of the oldest. It was built in the 1980s. And now we are in the Tiqsline area. You can still go to okay, so Said Hamdi is behind us. And now let's continue driving and enjoying driving on a Friday morning, because usually this area, enjoying driving here on a Friday morning, because usually this area is plagued with traffic. Traffic, guys, traffic. It's such a stressful thing. And in the early 90s, this place wasn't as occupied as it is today. There were many farms around here. It was mostly empty. I have a cousin who lives here. That's why I have visited this place ever since I was a kid. But this place has changed so much in the last 30 years. In the early 90s, late 80s and the early 90s, there was nothing of what you see here. There were only farms. There was only farmland. There is also a hospital here, an orthopedic hospital, the Birkhadem Hospital, a specialized hospital, specialized in bone diseases. And now, okay, this is I guess, the central part of Birkhadem. It took us something like 20 minutes in order to drive from the center of Bab El Oued to this area here. It's not bad at all. Not bad. Okay. All right, so now let's skip filming here. Great. We've just passed the road and the hospital is on the right. There is a sign indicating that there is a hospital there, okay? And I mention hospitals when as I'm driving because they are very important. If you come to Algiers, you might you might visit a hospital, you might visit a friend at the hospital, or you might go to the hospital yourself. God forbid, but yeah, this happens. And okay, that's why I talk about hospitals when I'm driving. They are important landmarks on our trips. And as you can see, the Birkhadem road is long. It is long. And it links Birkhadem to the Algiers. Of course, it links it to Birkhadem, and it also links it to the Algiers Blida motorway, or National Highway 1. National Highway 1. This is where this road is gonna end. But it's empty today. That's what I enjoy about it. And there is a cemetery here, it's on the right. The Birkhadem Cemetery. And that's the motorway. Sorry. The highway. Okay. Be careful. Okay, we're entering a motorway. National Highway 1. Guys, this is National Highway 1. The entrance to Birkhadem and Schouda too. Today's drive was an adventure, discovering Algiers roads, or driving from the central parts of the city to its neighborhoods. Okay, Birkhadem, central part of Birkhadem is on the right, and Schouda is on the left. Schouda is one of the of Algiers' oldest suburbs. Okay, there's a stop sign. Now, let's go. Just be careful. This road is going to lead us straight to the central part of Birkhadem. I could have taken a different route. Perhaps it would have been quicker, but I wanted to make you discover Birkhadem. Alright, so now we are entering the central part of Birkhadem. Busy even on a Friday morning. It's only 8:30 and there is already traffic here. Now, if you want to return to the the motorway, you take the left. If you want to return to the Algiers, Blida highway, or National Highway number 1. That, by the way, goes all the way to the Nigerian border. Algeria's border with Niger. More than 2,000 kilometers in the south. So this is Algeria's that's Algeria's longest highway. And this is the central part of Birkhadem with its mosque on the left. There is a church building on the right, a former church building. And this is the Birkhadem bus station. And with these buses servicing this area, they are public buses. And well, these buses go all the way. I mean, they link Birkhadem to the city center. This one seems to be going to Ain al-Naja. Great. This way it's not going to block the view. And now let's drive on in the central part of Birkhadem. You can see it. Most of the stores are still. This is the main boulevard, but most of the stores are still closed. And Birkhadem is one of those neighborhoods that has everything. I mean, it's just like a little town or a little city where they have everything they need. All sorts of stores, all sorts of garages, all sorts of markets. I mean, a truly residential area. Alright, so that was us driving from Bab El Oued to Birkhadem. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button in order to receive notifications about future videos like this one. Drive safely, visit Algiers, take care of yourselves, guys, and goodbye.